everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to add IndiaMART Lead Manager leads to Google Sheets for real estate business. So I am an owner of a real estate business and I receive a lot of leads and inquiries with the help of IndiaMART by my potential customers. Here my objective is to create a record of the leads and their inquiries at a proper manner so that I can manage the data. Now doing this manually takes a lot of time, so what I did was I simply created an automation using Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. So here in this automation, what we're going to learn is that as soon as we're going to receive a new lead and their inquiry with the help of IndiaMART by any of my potential customers and clients, automatically the record of that lead is going to be created in my Google Sheets. The data is going to be added in my Google Sheets. And for that, we are going to create an automation between IndiaMART and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn about this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to add IndiaMART leads to Google Sheets for real estate business. I run a real estate business and receive leads and inquiries through IndiaMART. Manually entering these leads and inquiries in Google Sheets can be time-consuming and lead to mistakes. To streamline the process, I use Pabbly Connect to automate the data transfer. Whenever a potential lead submits an inquiry on IndiaMART, Pabbly Connect automatically captures the information such as name, email, phone number, and product details and adds it directly to my Google Sheets. This automation helps me efficiently manage leads, ensuring we can respond quickly and effectively to potential clients. And we are going to be creating this amazing automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow, I'm going to give it as Add IndiaMART Leads Manager Leads to Google Sheets for Real Estate Business. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Okay. After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select IndiaMART Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to our workflow and selecting the folder, let's click on Create. In order to create a workflow is created in the name of Add IndiaMART Lead Manager Leads to Google Sheets for Real Estate Business, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these 2 concepts. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application, what we are going to do is we are going to select it as IndiaMART. As with the help of IndiaMART, I am receiving the leads and their inquiries for my real estate business. My objective is that whenever a new lead is going to be generated by any of my potential customers and clients with the help of IndiaMART, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response of the lead details, okay? And for the trigger event, we are going to select as new leads. As whenever a new lead is going to be generated with the help of IndiaMART, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response of that. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this unique webhook URL, we are going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, what I'm going to do is I am going to now connect IndiaMART to Pabbly Connect. For that, I'm going to log into my IndiaMART account. So this is my IndiaMART account right over here. Now we're going to connect this account to Pabbly Connect. For that, from the left side of the panel, go to the Lead Manager option right over here. After coming to Lead Manager, over here in the top left corner it says Menu, click on it. Under Menu, go to Import and Export Leads, and from the given options, click on Push API right over here. We will be landed towards the Push API integration page. After coming to this page, click on Select Source. As you can see, the given source is not provided in this options. Click on this other button right over here. A window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the platform name and the URL. For the platform name over here, I'm going to give it as Pabbly Connect. So this is the platform name, and for the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. After entering the platform name and pasting the URL, I'm going to click on Save Details button. It is asking for the reason that we are creating this API. For that, I'm going to select a random reason and click on this button right over here. As I've done that, you can see it's successfully added the webhook URL in our IndiaMART account. As the webhook URL is now successfully added to our IndiaMART account, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. Over here it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether IndiaMART is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, we are going to generate a test lead with the help of IndiaMART, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the test lead being generated or not. So to generate the test lead in my IndiaMART account, I'm going to log into my user account. So this is my user account right over here, and over here I'm going to search for the product that I'm selling. So I've created a dummy product right over here. So for the dummy product, I'm going to search for the product that I've created. So this is a dummy product. I'm going to select it. So this is a dummy product that I've created. I'm going to click on this contact supplier button. It is asking for the message, which is the inquiry that I want to send to the business as a test. So for the inquiry over here, I'm going to write it as, so this is the dummy inquiry that I have. I am interested in 3 BHK apartment in sector 45, Gurgaon. Please share the available options, pricing and amenities details. So this is the inquiry. I'm going to click on the submit button. For the company over here, I'm going to write in a test company. So this is test company, and then I'm going to click on the submit button. As I've done that, it says your details are sent. As the details have now been forwarded, I'm going to open my workflow that I've created, and I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the test lead being generated or not. For that, I'm going to open my Pabbly Connect workflow that I've created. So this is the workflow that I've created, and I'm going to scroll down, and yes, you can see right over here, Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the test lead being generated. For the inquiry, we have received the unique query number with the subject right over here, state as Madhya Pradesh, name as Angel. For the phone number, we have received the dummy mobile number, email as testuser@pabblyroutes.com, country for India as IN, company as test company, city as Bhopal, address as Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. For the name of the dummy product that we have created, and for the message that we have forwarded as an inquiry, you can see right over here, I am interested in 3 BHK apartment in sector 45, Gurgaon. Please share the available options, pricing and amenities details, okay, with all the other details. As now the lead has been captured in my workflow right over here, this means that IndiaMART is now connected to Pabbly Connect and a trigger setup is done. As now IndiaMART is connected to Pabbly Connect, my objective is that whenever a new lead is going to be generated with the help of IndiaMART by any of my potential customers or clients, automatically the record of the lead details should be created in my Google Sheets spreadsheet that I've created, as you can see right over here, okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up our action step, and for the action application, what we're going to do is we are going to select it as Google Sheets. As I want to create a record of the lead details in Google Sheets, so that is for the action application, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets, and for the action event, I'm going to select it as add new row. As now we're going to add a new row of the details of our lead in our Google Sheets, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection. After that, click on sign in with Google. As we're going to do that, a new window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the permission. So I'm going to click on this allow button. As the C process in my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to click on this allow button. As you can see that we successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to select a spreadsheet. So for the spreadsheet, I've created a spreadsheet in the name of IndiaMART Lead Details, and I want to create a record of the leads in the spreadsheet right over here. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select as IndiaMART Lead Details, okay. After selecting the spreadsheet, it is asking for us to select a sheet. So I've created a single sheet in my spreadsheet in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheet over here, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Okay. After that, it is asking for the unique query ID, name, email, phone number, company, address, city, state, country, product name, and the message. So what are these fields? These are the same fields that I've created in the spreadsheet. Unique query ID, name, email, phone number, company, address, city, state, country, product name, and the message. Okay. So these are the same fields that I've created, and under these fields, under these these headers, I want to create a record of my lead. Okay, so these are the same fields that I've created right over here. So for the data of these fields, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field right over here, you can see it says IndiaMART new leads. This was the previous step. And as I'm going to click on it, this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. In this field right over here, it is asking for the unique query ID. So in our previous response, I have received the unique query ID of the lead that was generated by us. Okay, the test lead that was generated. So over here for the data of the unique query ID from my previous response, I'm going to select the data. As I've selected the data from a previous response, the data is mapped. And as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous response, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the name, I'm going to map the data of the name of my lead. Okay. After that, it is asking for the email. So for the email over here also, I'm going to map the data of the email of my lead. I'm going to map the data of the email. For the phone number over here, I'm going to map the data of the phone number right over here. I'm going to map it, okay? After that, it is asking for the company. So the company over here, I'm going to map the data of the company right over here. For the address over here, I'm going to map the data of the address of my lead that was generated. For the city over here, I'm going to map the data of the city of my lead. Similarly, over here next, it is asking for the state. So for the state over here, I'm going to map the data of the state right over here. For the country, I'm going to map the data of the country right over here. Okay, I'm going to map it. For the product name, I'm going to map the data of the product name. So this is the product name. I'm going to map it. And for the message over here, I'm going to map the data of the message. I'm going to map it, okay? After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this Save and Send Test Request button. As I've done that, you can see we have received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet that I've created and I'm going to check whether a record of the lead has been created in my spreadsheet or not. For that, I'm going to open my Google Sheets. And yes, you can see right over here, the record of the lead details has been created in this spreadsheet. For the unique query ID, I've entered the unique query ID, name as Angel, email as testuser@pabblyroutes.com. For the phone number, dummy mobile number, company name as Test Company, address as Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, city as Bhopal, state as Madhya Pradesh, country as IN, that is India. For the product name, dummy product name that we have created. And for the message, the inquiry that we have forwarded, I'm interested in 3 BHK apartment in Sector 45, Gurgaon. Please share the available option and pricing and amenities details. So this was the message, okay? As the record of the lead is successfully created in my spreadsheet, this means that we successfully created an automation between IndiaMART and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of a real estate business and I receive a lot of leads and inquiries with the help of IndiaMART. My objective is to create a record of my leads details at one particular place so that I can manage the data. Creating the record manually after every new lead that is generated with the help of IndiaMART and Google Sheets takes a lot of time. So what I did was I simply created an automation between IndiaMART and Google Sheets with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now whenever a new lead is generated with the help of IndiaMART by any of my potential customers and clients, automatically the record of it is created in my Google Sheets. Okay, so this is how you create this amazing automation. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Hit on the like button, comment on below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.